Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for the end of June 2022. It's good for any placement of Sag in your tropical natal astrology chart, but as always, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. You can check your other placements if this doesn't hit it for you, Sag. You can watch readings on this channel for any other part of your natal chart, and you could find messages that help you, give you guidance and enlightenment about different parts of your life. If you're looking for a private reading, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Also, if you're new to this channel, you need to subscribe to my other channel called Soma Chandra Libra, where I do love messages for Sagittarius and Libra every 4 days. You can apply this message to any part of your life, but I wanted it to kind of be a general overview. All right, let's begin. And yes, I am recovered. I know I sound a little hoarse. I have just a little bit of lingering congestion, but it feels so good to be able to connect with the universe again and read for you guys. I'm going to try to make it through without losing my voice. That's all that's left is just some congestion, but I beat COVID. Awesome. All right, Sag. Well, the end of June looks a little just kind of annoying. I don't think that things are going to line up exactly the way you want them to. I think you're going to have to drown out a lot of noise and accept some just BS in your environment and just push through. You will do some manifestation, but I think you're going to have to be just focused on the details and stay in your present moment, and you're going to make it through the end of June. Acceptance is the thing right now. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Service also came out and in reverse. I feel good when I can help others. I don't know that you're feeling so good about helping other people. I think that you have tried to be very helpful. Sagittarians are always solution-focused people. You're a mutable sign. You work very well in a group dynamic, and typically mutable signs enjoy acts of service when they are reciprocated, when they feel as though they're part of something that has some growth potential and some momentum. With the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands in the environment, some of you feel very overworked. And I think that there's some things that you really wish were different right now, but they just aren't. So it will be about patience, and it will be about accepting things that you have no control over, but you do have control over how much work you put into something. I do think that based on what I see in the tarot is you're saying to a lot of people in the environment, back off, my plate is full. Like I'm seeing an overflowing inbox and 10 million people bugging you, and you're really just trying to get work done. So you're going to be putting work in for yourself and knowing that there's just some things right now that you have no control over that you can't change, but you can control yourself and what you put work into. Your advice from Spirit is Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things, and Rhino came in reverse, overcome any obstacles. Okay, with acceptance, needing to accept things you can't change, and obstacles at this time that cannot be overcome. The Hangman is also here as well. So Sag, the tail end of June, if there were some things, some hurdles that you thought you could jump or some things that you thought you could push through and overcome, the end of June just might not be the time. I think that there are things in the environment that are kind of working against you. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so there's a lot going on that's out of your control. You might not feel like you can overcome a challenge. You might just feel overworked. Spirit's saying, right now it's in the details. You don't need to be so focused on the big picture. Just focus on your part. I'm seeing like an assembly line of some kind. Tend to your small part. Focus on the small details. Watch out for being hyper-focused and getting nervous and anxious. Mousies are at the bottom of the food chain. So you may feel a little insecure at this time, but you're going to be, it'll serve you better to tend to think small and tend to small details at this time. The bigger obstacles can be overcome at a later time, is what your guides are telling me. From the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck, they're all kind of echoing the same thing, against the grain, but spirals of manifestation. Okay, if you tend to the small things, I do believe that you will overcome the obstacles. Rhino says, hey, there are obstacles that need to be overcome. But one of the pieces of advice with Rhino when it comes in reverse is don't push so hard. You might be sorry. I just heard don't rock the boat while you're standing in it. There's things that you think are unacceptable right now that are they're unacceptable, but you can't do anything about it. You yourself are going to be going against the grain, but you're still swimming. And she looks like she's having fun too. I see you guys flying under the radar and just tending to small things. I do think you're feeling overworked, but I do think that you will be able to manifest in little spirals. I saw little spurts. Like the end of June, you'll have like 24 to 48 hours where you'll feel like you get a really good jump on things and you'll feel like you can manifest and you'll feel satisfied. But then the next day it's like, it'll be a little overwhelming. Roadblocks will slowly lift, okay? But just accept that you're going against the grain. You can't push others. You can only do what you can do, is what I'm hearing them say. Just do what you can. That's what I hear them say. In regards to relationship or just other parts of your life, ask for guidance, distance and world travel, patience, but luck is on your side. There's your 4-leaf clover, and spend some time together. I do think that you will get to spend some time with someone that's very important to you. This could be work or family or romantic relationship. I think you need to ask some guidance in regard to distance and world travel. If any of you are traveling across country, overseas, a big trip, something to do with logistics for work or to be with a loved one. So with the 10 of Wands, some of you are moving. Ask for help and guidance. You will need to be patient. Something might not manifest quite as quickly as you want it to. You'll have to accept it. With service in reverse, you might not get the help that you need. Keep asking for guidance. Luck is on your side, and you will get to spend time with someone that you feel is necessary or that is important to you, which is good. I like that. Future focused, for sure. This is one of your cards. I love it. What dreams may come. You are thinking about the future. You are holding still at the end of June. You're like, okay, I can only do so much from where I am, but I do have a vantage point. I can at least dream big and plan. But I think you're just going to have to wait for some things to work out. They wanted me to do just a 10-card spread. And I was like, okay, I'm liking this. I'm feeling this. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. First row out. Okay. Well, I think that not everyone in your environment is solution focused. I think we have a lot of competitive energy and tension. I think that there's a lot of differences of opinion around you. I also think that you feel like a lot of people may come to you for a solution. They may even blame you for some things. You have the high ground here. You will need to defend yourself, your thoughts and your ideas and your choices. I think you don't want any part of this. You're like, stay off my lawn with your bullshit. Like, I can help you if you want to work with me, but if you're you're not bringing the milkshake to the yard, people. So you can stay off of my yard here. I do think you feel a little overwhelmed, and everyone around you is not solution focused. They're more about the problems. This is annoying to you. But I think the way you're going to handle it is to just breathe and be like, okay, well, you people can do what you're going to do. I'm going to mind my own business and focus on these details. Don't forget to stand up and look at all of your accomplishments, Sagittarius, because I think you're spending so much time being cooperative, trying to build and learn and grow in a situation, which is great. You will be recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table. Some people might not like your ideas initially at the end of June, but by the tail end of June, moving into July, will they come running to get your advice? Because you're the one that'll be able to show them how it's done. While everyone else around you is just sort of wrestling in the mud, you're like, okay, well, I'm going to focus on the details. I'm going to work really hard. But again, don't forget to stand back and look up at your accomplishments. This will make you feel good and it'll give you motivation to move forward. You do have something to bring to the table. There will be a collaboration and a cooperation, but you will be carrying a lot of it on your own. The great sustainer. You're almost complete something. Something's completing here for you. You're almost finished. I do think you're a little overworked and you feel the need to hide a little bit. I love this 10 of Wands. Normally the 10 of Wands, he's carrying the wands on his back. In this deck, he's like, you can't see me. No, nobody can see me. I think it's because there is some cooperation and some productivity, but I also think you just can't take one more thing on your plate. In particular, at home or at work. Make sure your family is helping you with chores. Make sure that you're not carrying heavy burdens all on your own at home or at work. Some of you may be thrust into a little bit of a limelight, and that might make you feel a little shy. You're there for a reason. You're the one that's working hard, Sagittarius. Don't be afraid to show your face. Just make it clear what you can and can't do at this time. I just see a perseverance at the end of June. Some productivity, but battling a lot of crap in the environment. Next row out, moving into the very end of June, is strength. That's good. The Wheel of Fortune. Anything can happen. Six of Swords, the Hangman, and the Sun. Okay, you will get into this radical acceptance. This is where we accept the things that we cannot change. We realize that we have to make a sacrifice. All we can do is pause, see things from a different point of view. You will experience a calm and a peace and an enlightenment. And at the very end of the month, you will feel a happiness and a clarity. It's like, I think by the end of June, you'll be like, you know what? As stressful as some things have been, these obstacles I haven't been able to overcome, this service that I don't feel like doing, feeling like I'm against the grain, dealing with things that I wish would change that I can't change, I can still see a silver lining. I do have a lot to be grateful for. I think you will have an aha moment at the end of June that will bring about a lot of happiness and clarity. I also think that something that you were fighting to have happen quicker might actually happen in Leo season. And that's actually going to be a good thing. If there is any kind of a delay in important plans, Sagittarius, because I have strength in the sun here, that end up, like if something was supposed to go down the end of June or July, but it ends up getting pushed out to August, it was for a reason. It was for a reason, and I think it's divinely guided. But until the end of June, I think that you're going to have to be strong. You know, that's clarifying the Five of Wands, which is like amidst all this arguing and tension, and it's not fighting, but like working things out and differences of opinion and competitive energies in the environment, you're going to be the one that's going to, some of you have Leo in your chart, and frankly, that's a beautiful combination, Sagittarius and Leo, where it's like, okay, I am not going to participate in all of this tension and this bullshit and this drama. I'm going to be calm. I am going to be reserved. I'm going to be the gentling influence in the room. I believe that a lot of you will be leading by example at the end of June and just really trying hard to be strong. But with the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Seven of Wands, I think you feel like time is sort of out of control for you. You may feel like time is either moving too slowly or moving too quickly. It's a little overwhelming. Things are playing out in a way that you feel like, you may almost feel like things are working against you and are definitely out of control. Yeah, you may disagree with the timing of some things, but you know that all you can do is go with the flow, ride the wave. Sometimes you'll feel like you're on top of the wheel, and sometimes you'll feel like you're between the wheel and the road, Sag. But if anybody can go with the flow, it's you. You are the wheel. You're the rolling stone that gathers no moss. Things are just going to play out the way they play out. You will move into calm waters, for sure. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, I think you're just really trying to kind of mind your own business, be productive, be part of solutions. Yeah, and just put some crap behind you. Like I keep hearing someone say, thank God June is over. Like it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. And with the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman, I think that a Pisces may come into your energy that will be very helpful. Leo as well. I think that you will begin to see what you do contribute and that you will just accept. It's like you're going to accept your own contributions. Like I can only do what I can do here. I think when you're calm and you're just available for others to see what you do bring to the table, it will bring in a positivity, a positive attitude for you. And Spirit wants you to know that it sees your hard work and that there will be a reward and there will be a happiness. Things are just kind of are what they are right now. And despite moving against the grain, you are still manifesting. Sometimes a pause and a lack of motion is still motion. It's the motion that was meant to happen. Yeah, so just tend to the small things. Know that there's going to be some things that aren't going to be overcome. It's just going to be about radical acceptance. Don't let people overwork you. Stay focused on the future, Sagittarius, because with patience, luck is on your side. Some of you are going to get to spend time with people or someone that you really care about. And that will be good. This will be very good. For some of you, this is like, oh my God, I cannot wait for my summer vacation. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, Sag. All right, Sag, that's the end of June. Oh, I'm so glad my voice held out and I pulled this off. Thank God. All right. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. Again, the link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. And don't forget to check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, for your love message. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.